everybody, it's Sally with Vintage Discoveries here with another vintage jewelry video. It's not a haul because I haven't bought anything else, but a little bit of an update. I did find some information about this. There are some other necklaces out there with these type of luggage tags. Some of these are not personalized, but these are old. These tested positive for silver, so I did find another one on eBay. It was cooler than this though. It had some cherubs on it. It was sold though. I think it was one bid of 199. Yeah. I guess if I can read these, it'll help me list the item. But yeah, these are the luggage tags. Pretty cool. I know this one, I believe, did say, I think that says S45, 5th Avenue, New York. And I saw just this one also selling on eBay. And one of these, and it had someone's name on it. That looks like it says Gramercy, but I don't know. And it had the person's name on it. Yeah, that definitely says Jersey. I don't know if their name was Jersey, but I don't know. Also, something got lost in the mail. Total disappointment. What do you call it? Dragon's Breath necklace. I was going to New Jersey, never made it there. Said it was on its way, but delayed, but it's been since February 23rd. So that's a big mess. How disappointing. And so convoluted to go through all the hoops you have to go through to find out where it was or where it is. And they don't know. It's lost, but I need them to put that it's lost, not that it's still on its way to its destination, because that complicates things. It's a big mess. But let's talk about savvy shopping also. I never noticed that this was like that when I bought it. Not a savvy shopper. Test everything. And also question everything. This I tested, because I can't sell it unless I test it. You see that color right there? That's not the mark of 925 like they said on here. If you get this out, let me just show you. If you do it and it's copper colored, it's not going to be sterling. It's not going to be 925. I mean, you could see it. So I'm bringing it back. You know, normally it's no exchanges, no refunds, but since I have, you know, a buying relationship with this person, I'm thinking she will exchange it, at least. I'm not looking to get my money back, just at least let me get something else. This is going to have to go back too with the crack. And you know, it's my fault for not really examining everything the way that I should. You know, I should have known that this wasn't. So that's disappointing. I think even this had a cracked stone. I mean, it is really old. So sometimes that's to be expected, but also I think it was maybe the back side of the stone. It's so pretty. The fuzzy stuff's coming out. Looks like my dog's hair in there. But yeah, I gotta be more of a savvy shopper. When I got this, didn't know there was replacements. You know, it's just, you're standing there, you're looking through stuff. You know, I get almost like giddy looking through this piles of jewelry, thinking, you know, oh, I'll put this to the side, that to the side, and I just, it's like literally giddy looking at jewelry. But it's just a total disappointment when, you bring something home and you go, oh shoot, you know, like crud. There's nothing wrong with this. I just picked it up. But I don't know what kind of chain to put this on, and I don't want to clean it, so, but you don't want to have like a dirty silver chain. I don't know. Do you know my dilemma? I don't know. And there's things like this that I was told was sterling, and it tests positive for sterling, but I can't find a mark on it anywhere. But I really have to start getting things that are marked. But, you know, I could put this on eBay and say it's tested, and it is tested, but I would rather have it be marked. But then again, you got something that's marked that's not even sterling. Do you know what I mean? It's just so disappointing. And that dragon breath necklace, it's just mega disappointing. And in the future, if you used Ground Advantage, it's only $100 of insurance. Now, I never think to say to anyone, if it's a little over $100, hey, do you want extra insurance? Because the postage is going to be more. And nobody's ever said to me, hey, you know, put more insurance on that. But in the future, that's what I'm going to do if I'm selling something that's over the $100 that they cover, to put the extra insurance on. You know, if I'm selling something through here, if it's over $100, I'm going to say, do you want to? And this item that I sold is only going to New Jersey. It was going to New Jersey. And I just don't get it. And they have no explanation for me. You know, they have no answers for me. So, or the person who bought it. And it's so disappointing because I don't run across them very often. And I have one more of I have this listed of the Dragon's Breath ring on my eBay. And the one that I have, the big one, remember? Somebody bought that from Canada, right? And they gave a review on my eBay and said it's nobody's fault except the person who stole it off of my porch. And I'm so sad. And she gave me 5 stars because it had nothing to do with me. But, you know, I sent her a coupon and I told her I have another ring. It's not as big as the one that they purchased, but, you know, I gave them a coupon. Maybe they'd like to buy this one because this one's beautiful. But yeah, it's like, what's going on? What is going on? Seriously. It's not cool. And it's so disappointing. And it makes you want to just stop doing what you're doing, because it's like you hit these roadblocks that make you say, ugh, is it worth it? But to me it is, because you know what? The jewelry brings me joy and I love getting it and showing it, and so. But I don't know what to do about this. I mean, should I just sell it and say that it's been repaired? Of course I would divulge that. Or should I just take it back to her and say, I didn't know. I don't know, because I love it. But it's hard to sell stuff on eBay when things have flaws. It's hard enough when it doesn't have a flaw. And then, you know what I mean? And then you're saying, please read, you know, defects, so on and so forth. So that's why I'm taking this back, because it's not 925 and it says it is, but that's why I'm taking this back with the broken. It's not like I paid less money for it that it was broken, because I didn't know that the stone was broken. So, but I have to get all this stuff listed. It's just sitting here, but I do work quite a bit, and on the weekends it's like, you know, you guys know. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe try and take this somewhere to get repaired, or just sell it on eBay and say that it has a defect. I don't know. What do you think the best thing to do is? I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better. I was going to go and, you know, get some more stuff, and I mean, I guess I'd want to, but I really haven't sold that much because I'm not listing, so but it's just disappointing. Sorry to bring you down, but I have a big old iced coffee, so I'm happy about that. That's a good thing. But this is really cool. I'm going to list it on my eBay. Not going to clean it. Not even sure how to display it. I know I have another big bust thingy, you know. But it's that black velvet, and I hate that. No matter how many times I roll it, if you do a close-up on anything, you see lint. It's so annoying. This is to hold my phone. This guy's been with me for a while now. But yeah, it's so grimy. I'm not even sure how you would wear it, but it's super cool. But like I said, I'm gonna make sure I test everything. If I have any qualms about it, I'm just gonna be more diligent about it and before I even purchase, because it's just disappointing. Let's see if we can read this. You know what's funny? I was watching one of my videos the other night because I was watching someone do an unjarring and my video came up. And I could see on my TV so much clearer of what I'm looking at than what I'm looking at here. Do you know what I mean? Like here, I'm not reading it. If I watch this on my TV, I'm like, oh, that's what it said. That looks like New Jersey. Okay. Oh, Fairfield. That looks like Fairfield, New Jersey. This, I don't know. Right? Does it look like Fairfield? Or, no. Definitely looks like New Jersey. Fairfield. I think it does. That might be the name. Does it say Hemingway? What if it was somebody famous? But I did see this. Finally, I saw a necklace like that. It was in the solds on eBay. And also, some people were selling just the charms. If you go on eBay and search for, I think it's vintage luggage tags, sterling, it'll come up. And then you can look at the solds and check that out. And I didn't think these were sterling, but I tested them. And they did come up. And they're heavy. So weird. Super cool. But the one that was sold for the $199 had a different chain. Neat chain. Cool. And some cherubs. So that was super cool too. But yeah, I don't want this to be a complaint section. I'm really happy with most of the stuff that I get, and it's my fault for not, you know, really researching before I purchase it. You know, she knows I'm a reseller, so if she tells me, you know, well, these go for, you know, this much, I'm gonna look up, you know, I should look it up and see if that's accurate, you know, because she already knows I'm a reseller, so. But hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm going to try to get some things listed. And I would like to do a live, but you know what? The last time I did a live, it was in the wrong position and I couldn't get it fixed. And to me, that's so frustrating. And I just wanted to, you know, like, okay, forget this. Unless I have to figure it out how to do it first, you know, to make it right and not do that weirdness, because then those videos are just, they don't come out well. That's all it is. So, but I'm hemming and hawing. You know what I also would like to do? You know how they do sometimes the videos and a little picture comes up here? I don't know how to edit like that, but I'd like to learn, because I'd like to talk about things that I don't necessarily have, but I've been looking at and I think are interesting. So I'm going to look into that. I don't know if that's something you have to do on a laptop, most likely, because believe it or not, like the phone is limited, right? There's some things I just you can't do on your phone, even if you have the newest one, which I don't, because I don't feel like I need that, you know. But that's about it. Like I said, I'm glad I get to do this and get some jewelry, but I need to be a better shopper. But lesson learned, right? All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Thanks for listening, and have a great weekend. Bye.